You're good to go.
Do you want me, hang on one second.
Oh.
Do you want me to unmute the phone?
Yes.
Okay, the phone's back on. Let me know, April, when our recordings are ready to go. We're good. Thank you all.
Good?
Yep.
Hey, everybody. The Environmental Health Registration Board will now exit executive session and reconvene open session at 10:25 a.m. No final decisions were made and no votes were taken in executive session. The public phone line has been unmuted and representatives of the media may once again report all board discussions and actions.
Okay, this is Sylvie. It is proposed that in case number 19-9372 to issue a notice of intent to issue a civil penalty of $250 per violation and waiving $250 if no similar violations for the next 3 years from the date of the final order.
I would entertain a motion to accept that language.
This is Kruger. I second that.
No, you first it.
You're firsted, okay, please.
This is Kruger.
Just say so moved.
So moved. Thank you.
May I get the second, please?
This is Simpson. I second it.
Thank you. All right, so let's do a roll call vote on this. Frank Brown, yes. Scott Kruger,
Yes.
Bonnie Simpson,
Yes.
Jonathan Schott.
Yes.
So the motion unanimously passes.
Excellent. Thanks, you
Thank
guys.
everybody.
So we are on the agenda on, let me look, number 7, public interested parties feedback. However, there is no public or interested parties on the phone, but let's just double check and see if anybody happened to join. Ann, is there anybody on the phone?
This is Ann Thompson at Health Licensing. Do we have any members of the public on the phone? We do not.
Okay. All right, so then we'll move on to item number 8, which is other board business. So anybody have anything that they want to make sure that we talk about at the next board meeting? I know that I will have information we might, depending on how things go, because rules, if we were to impose a discount for renewing online, it has to go through the rule writing process. And so I'm going to start working on trying to get some information prior to. One of the things is that fees are set by the office, not by the board. So it is not something, if we were to open that rule and offer the discount to renew online, it's not something that has to wait for you guys to vote on and then do public comment and all that stuff, because the office can go through that without you guys having to meet. So depending on the information that I get, I might be able to get that to go into effect in January at the same time that those other fees are also changing, but that requires some stuff being done. So based on the agenda, we'll put it on the agenda and we'll have more information. That's not till like March. We'll have plenty of time, but I'm just letting you know that there might be some things that happen before that meeting because we don't have to have you vote on anything. So just letting you know, but we'll make sure that that's on the agenda, whether I give you a status update of where we're at or, hey, by the way, well, John's not, but the rest of you are environmental health specialists, and you'll probably get an email from us if we move forward. So you'll kind of already know in advance, but we'll make sure it's on the agenda. But other than that, things that you guys have?
This is Brown. Can I ask just real quick? Sorry, John. That like if we meet in December, could you touch on that topic in December as to what process, how the process has gone and where you're at with it? It probably wouldn't take long, but I'm just curious. I know you don't have to necessarily get us involved, but I was just curious if there was an update you might be able to do at that point.
We can. So
as much as you can. I totally understand.
No. The issue of me giving you an update is not the issue. The issue is it has to be on the agenda and the public has to know that we're going to talk about it. So we have to either put it on the agenda far enough in advance so that the public knows that that's what we're going to be discussing. And since that December 10th meeting is a special meeting for the rules, which it doesn't mean that we can't talk about it. We just have to put that on the agenda. So we can do that. If I have an update, then Ann will make sure and add it to the agenda. But right now, the agenda that you're going to get is only going to have the rule issue on it because I don't have any information and I don't want to put a flag on there for the public to think that I'm going to have something to talk about in December because I won't know for sure if I do. So, but you always get an updated agenda. We can update it, I do believe, 24 to 48 hours prior to the meeting. Okay. So we'll have plenty of time. So potentially, yes. That was a long answer to say potentially yes.
Thank you, Sylvie. Jonathan.
I have a couple things. One question, I have a few people in mind to potentially recruit to the board. If those people happen to be interested, is that something where potentially setting up a phone call or something with you, Sylvie, and maybe Scott, to just talk about what the board does, what the expectations are, what the process is that something that's feasible? Or is it more a matter of just linking them up to the application process and going from there?
Oh, either way, if they want to talk to me about what it's like, they obviously can talk to you, but I have no problems talking to them about, what it's like, the virtual meetings, we're doing this, we meet this many times. Here's kind of what, I have zero issues with that. If they're kind of like, are still like on the fence of whether or not they want to do it. If they know they want to do it, then it's that different. They have to go to that work day. We have to send them all those links and all that kind of stuff. Either way, it's whatever can convince them that this is a great thing and they should do it. I'll help.
Okay. Then the second thing, unfortunately, I just got a text from my wife. I won't be back until the 11th. And so I apologize for my lack of organization, but I'm wondering if we could move that to the 17th.
You know what? I'm just thinking, because we have one person who's currently out. Why don't we leave it as the 10th? Because that's what you guys have voted on. And then we'll touch bases with Rhonda and see if she is available. Because if she's available, we'll just keep it at the 10th. Because I think we don't want to go any farther past the 10th. You're getting too close to holiday travel and all that kind of, stuff. I don't know how much traveling people are going to be doing still, but so let's do that. And then if for some reason Rhonda can't, because we only need 4, so Rhonda could basically be in place of you, John. Not really, but you know what I mean. Because other than that, then we're gonna try and pick another day. So
perfect. I apologize for my lack of
order. You're fine. It was a spur of the moment. You're fine.
This is Brown. Thank you, Jonathan. May I ask you, Jonathan, though, are you free the last week of November then, in case there's some other option we need to explore?
Yes, and to the earlier comments made, potentially during the work week, I can try to adjust my schedule as needed. And so if something like that is needed, I'll do whatever I can to be available.
And so can I ask when you, Jonathan, are you heading out? Not that I want to know your personal life, but what dates are you available, at the end of November potentially, or what's your timeline?
We don't have to, Jonathan. Okay, for one, we're on public records. Let's not talk about all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Sorry.
No, totally fine. People forget that this is all recorded and anybody can listen to it. So let's not get into too many details. We'll leave it at the 10th. And we'll let April reach out to board members and kind of see. And then based on that, we can do some adjusting. So
sorry. Good. Thank you.
You're totally fine. It's easy to forget that this is all public record and that, everybody gets to see it and listen to it. So
good. Thank you.
Bonnie, did you have anything?
Nope.
Okay. Anything else from anybody?
This is Kruger. Before you sign off, I have a virtual meeting protocol question, but I'd like to do that offline, please.
Okay. We can, Frank, if there's nothing else, you could have a script for an adjournment.
If there's nothing else at this point, the Environmental Health Registration Board meeting is adjourned at 10:34 a.m. on 10/1/21.
Thank you all. Y'all did a great job today.
Yep.